asked me, in the night, when will you sleep in the night? He asked me. But it is at that time, there is no proper cell phone, TV, it is not available. So you used to go to sleep around 9 o'clock. That is our custom. Around 9 o'clock I will used to go to sleep. So I told him that at around 9 o'clock I will go to sleep. And he is very concerned. Oh, no, we should not go to sleep in the night. We have to do our meditation throughout the night. We should not sleep in the night itself. Night is for hours. We cannot sleep. But we are afraid of. But anyhow, in the daytime you do meditation, evening, morning, in period times. The morning time you will do meditation, evening time you will do meditation. But we are not the habit of waking throughout the night. It is not our habit. But after he gone away from our temple, we are afraid to get into sleep because thinking about the thing about his statement to the possible extent we keep ourselves awake. But anyhow, we cannot awake more than many hours, and we go to sleep. But in this way, everybody is running towards enlightenment. But I have also doing the same thing. I entered into the field of spiritual world at my age of 18, and I completed my journey only at the age of my 58. It took 40 years. 40 years of struggle gave me the result. So we know meditation is the only way, and we practice. We are practicing everything. So at my age of 29, not 39, 29. Not 29. Or maybe 58, 48, 47. At my age of 47, during my practice, I got the bliss consciousness. So what the bliss consciousness I am trying, I got the bliss consciousness as I expected. I want the bliss consciousness forever, 24 hours bliss consciousness. Throughout the year, throughout the life, I want to be in the bliss consciousness. So I got the expected bliss consciousness came to me at my age of 47. At my age of 47, I got the bliss consciousness. From morning till night, throughout my day, throughout the day and night, each and every minute, I will be in the bliss consciousness. And the bliss consciousness goes to the end throughout the year. Throughout the year, it goes along. 24 hours, I am in the bliss consciousness. But I have to work. Externally, we have to work. I am in the just like an advocate. I have to practice my career. Many problems. I have to face many problems in the life. But no problem will affect me. But I will be in the bliss consciousness. Nothing will touch me. No problem will touch me. Even though it is a dangerous problem, it is a tremendous problem, whatever may be the problem, whatever may be the intensity of the problem, nothing will touch me. I will be always happy. I am always in the bliss consciousness, 24 hours bliss consciousness. Along with the bliss consciousness, I do my day-to-day life. Day-to-day, I am attending court work or any work. I am attending all my work. So I am satisfied. What I need, I got the expected thing. The bliss conscious, 24 hours bliss consciousness is the expected thing. I got that. So I am satisfied, fully satisfied. I am satisfied that I have got enlightenment. I have no doubt about enlightenment. And all my friends, everybody is trying, they all give total consent, total acceptance that this is enlightenment. Nobody is having any doubt over that. So my life is going on in the bliss consciousness. Throughout the day, I am in the feeling of ecstasy. Everything is good, nothing is wrong. Everything is correct. So after 6 months passed, I have some problem in the body. I don't feel any appetite. The appetite I lose my appetite. So some feeling of some ill health, but we go to medical test, they say everything is normal, nothing, no wrong. But anyhow, the ecstasy is going on. There is no problem in the ecstasy. And day by day we are, anyhow, the physical problem will become, even though I think I am not normal, psychologically, physically I feel I am not normal. I have some ill health. I feel like that. But no test reveal any result. All tests show everything is normal. And this is taking for one year. And throughout the year, some ill health feeling is there. The feeling of ecstasy is also there. So after the end of 1 year alone, I come to a conclusion and realization that the feeling of ecstasy alone is the problem. The feeling of bliss consciousness alone creates the problem. So it also creates some disturbance to the natural health. So by thinking about that alone, I am trying to get away from the bliss consciousness. Unless I get away from the bliss consciousness, I cannot survive. Because no appetite to eat anything, but anyhow some feeling of ill health. So I gradually try to get away from the bliss consciousness. How much I try to get away from the bliss consciousness return back to myself. So I am struggled previously for 40 years, I struggled to get the bliss consciousness. Now I struggle to get away from the bliss consciousness. And I struggled for one month. After the struggling of 1 month alone, I have to get away, I have to get away from the bliss consciousness. So after 1 month, I returned back to the beginning state without bliss consciousness in the normal state. I started without bliss consciousness and got bliss consciousness. Now we removed all the bliss consciousness and now we return back to the original state when there is no bliss consciousness. I am becoming an ordinary human being. So when I became an ordinary human being, other problems start. When I am in the bliss consciousness, there is no problem at all. Whatever may be the situation, whatever may be the problematic situation, nothing will affect me, nothing will hurt me, nothing will disturb me. But after get away from the bliss consciousness, ordinary problem will affect me. Not necessarily a huge problem, ordinary simple problem. Ordinary problem will affect my mind. I become sorrowful, become afraid. So I become restless, become tension. Everything comes. But I am afraid to go to the rescue of the bliss consciousness. If any time if I try, I can get back the bliss consciousness forever. But I am not trying to the rescue of the bliss consciousness. But what to do? How to meet the problem? The problem is around me. Wherever I go, I have to face many problems. In my house, some problem. In my relatives, some problem. In court work, there is maybe problem. So wherever I go, I have to face the problem. And every problem hits me, affects me, hurts me, damages me. I cannot find any rescue through the bliss consciousness or any method. Because I am afraid of bliss consciousness itself. So I cannot go to the rescue of the bliss consciousness. So I do not know what to do. I am in a pitiable condition for if not 1 year, for 10 years I am in a pitiable condition. I do not know what to do. Suffering a lot. Even though some home is there, I can safely go enter into the home for rest without demolishing everything. But I am not ready to go to the home of bliss consciousness. I am suffering for nothing for 10 years. After 10 years, at my age of 58, one evening, I have a some small problem, little problem. It is not a great one, little problem. The problem, when I got the problem, I have some pain with my mind, pain in my heart. I felt some pain. So I thought, I cannot save myself through the spiritual practice, but the external world is a problematic one. I cannot live a peaceful life in the external world. I cannot find a place in the spiritual world. I am trying my best. I was tried many ways. There is no success. Even though I succeeded in getting the bliss consciousness, it is not the way. So I do not know, the entire life is a waste. So I come to a conclusion that I don't want anything. Whether it may be a happy one, doesn't matter. Whether it may be maybe afraid of one, fearful one, it is a tension or sorrow, whatever may come, let it come. I don't want anything. I am not selecting anything. In such a way, I totally I throw away my mind. Anything may happen. Anything may happen. Let it happen. I am not ready to select anything. I don't want to be happy always. I am ready to face anything. If it is a tension, if it is some fear, it is a sorrow, let it become. I am not ready to select anything. So in this way, I am not saturate my mind. Before that time, I am always arrange my mind, I am always saturate my mind. I used to put my mind in a meditative mode or anything. So here I drop everything. Whatever happen, let it happen. I am not attending the function of the mind. Whether the mind may bring happiness, let it come. Whether the mind may bring sorrow, fear, whatever it may bring, let it come, let it bring. I don't bother with anything. So in this way, I don't have any work within me. Previously, for 40 years, the most of the work is along with me. I have to be in a good state. Today onwards, I think I have no work within me. When I put down my mind like this, the mind flow on its own way. Then only I find that some different kind of function happening within my mind. It is not a created one. It is already there. That is the liberated mind. It is our natural mind. But for 40 years I am troubling my mind. I am trying to shape. I have to be happy always. I should not have any sorrow. I should not have any tension. I have to be in a good state of mind. So in this way, I am torturing my mind for 40 years. When I give total freedom to the mind functions on its own way. When it functioning on its own way, some different quality of mind, different quality of experience happens. But it is not a created one, it is not a demanded one. It is a natural one. And then only I understood what is enlightenment and what is liberation. And most of the people, most of the masters got the enlightenment in the same way. Everybody knows the enlightenment of Buddha. He was a son of a king. The kingdom is waiting for him. But anyhow, he renounced the household duties and kingdom and everything. He entered into spiritual practice and go to the forest and did meditation for many things. And he tried for everything for 6 years. He got 2 masters. With the help of 2 masters, he adhered many practice, many kind of meditation, many kind of practices. And when we got practice, naturally some good emotion, good reactions will come, good experience will come. So in this way, he also undergone many experiences, many spiritual experiences. But all experience is a temporary one. So it is a kind of creation of some kind of hormones within ourselves, within our body. By doing some meditation, we are some way or other, they secrete some hormones. We are making the secretion of hormones, the secretion of hormone alone gives some consciousness, some bliss consciousness or anything. The dopamine, some gland is there, some dopamine gland. The suppression of this dopamine gland creates the bliss consciousness. If you use a medicine to secretion for the dopamine, you can have the bliss consciousness. So in this way, Buddha also tried on many ways and activated the hormones. But after 6 years, he also bored with all his experience. And one day, he gave up everything. I don't want anything. So the repeated experience, repeated practice, he had tired with everything. And he returned to, he sat out under a tree, giving up everything. So when he was giving up everything, whether he has any duty, he is not doing any practice. He simply sat. In that time also, he got the functioning of, he understands the functioning of the liberated mind. The liberated mind is happening because for himself he has now no work to separate himself. When he was not ready to separate himself, he leave his mind on its own way. When he leave his mind on his own way, the mind got the liberation of itself. He got the liberation of himself. He find out the liberated mind. He give the name as a nirvana, the state of nirvana, he is told. Because he is not creating, he is not doing anything. It is a happening, the mind functioning as a happening mind. It is not a doing mind. It is a happening mind. The happening mind is always with us. We all know the enlightenment of Ramana Maharishi, the great saint of Tiruchendur. He got the enlightenment at his age of 16. At the time he was a student. He has not done any spiritual practice. He was studying at Madurai. He has no father at that time. He has already died. He was living in a relative's house at Madurai. One day he got a fear of death. Most of you know the story about Ramana Maharishi. One day he got the fear of death. If anybody is having the fear of death, what will he do? He wants to be free from the fear of death. Naturally, it is a natural tendency. Because differently, he is ready to accept death. He ready to accept the fear of death as a different aspect, different approach. He accepts the fear of death. He may be in a circumstances he has not said anything about that. the behavior of their relatives may be somewhere wrong or anything. He choose death itself, he give okay to the death. If death comes, let it come. But he is physically all right. But anyhow, the fear of death alone is there. It is only a psychological feeling. Physically is all right. There is no physical problem. Only psychologically he has some fear of death. So he simply lay down on the ground and he accepts the fear of death. That means what? He simply accepts the flowing of his own mind. He simply accepts the functioning of his own mind. When you accept the function of your own mind, what will happen? You will not try to protect yourself. If you want to fight with your own mind, then will you do some practice or anything. When we accept the functioning of our own mind, the mind flows on its own. So as the first time, he understands the flowing of his own mind. So before the incident, he was somebody, and after the incident, he was somebody. But he do not know any spiritual text or anything. So on his own mind, owns the quality of his state, he told that I find a different personality of myself. I understood, I find out my original and real personality of myself. And if anybody inquire who am I, he will also find the original personality of himself. He said like this. But because of his inquiry about who am I, he has not got that understanding. He simply accepts his own mind, simply accept the torturing mind, the fearful mind, by accepting his afraid mind, fearful mind, mind of fear, he got the flowing mind. So the flowing mind is the liberation. So liberation alone is the real thing. Enlightenment is not a real thing. Enlightenment is just an understanding. It's an intellectual understanding. If you yourself intellectually understand, everything can be easily, because it is a matter of intellect. Enlightenment is a matter of intellect. Liberation alone is the thing. Enlightenment is not a thing. But the liberation is a happening. It is a living thing. Enlightenment is not a living thing. It is an intellectual understanding. You have to understand. You have no work related to your mind. This conclusion is enlightenment. If you conclude for yourself, you have no work within your own mind to design your mind, then you leave your mind to the natural course. If you allow the mind to the natural course of our mind is the liberated mind. You all know the living river. The stagnant water is something, the flowing water is something. No dirt will settle in the flowing water. All dirt will go away. Everything will be flashed away. So in this way, when you are in the living mind, when you are in the liberated mind, when you are in the flowing mind, nothing will stay there. You are in a liberated way. You become a dynamic personality. There is no static thing. Everything is in a flowing matter. Everything in a dynamic state. So that is the natural, you need not create anything. It is not the created one. The liberated mind is not a created one. It is our natural state. Our natural mind is in the liberated state. We need not practice anything, we need not fight for anything, we need not create anything, we need not work for anything. What is our duty? We should not disturb the liberated mind. In the name of attaining something, we are disturbing the natural mind. If you stop the disturbance, the liberated mind is always there. In the name of practice, in the name of attaining something, we are disturbing the natural mind. The natural mind is the liberated mind. We need not do anything for that. It is already there. But ordinary people, ordinary thinking will not understand this and will not accept this. When as a child, how are you when you are in the age of 5? How are you? You are in a liberated state. We have not the intellectual growth. At the stage of 5, we don't have any intellectual growth. We are not struggling to set right ourselves. We are in the liberated flow. And gradually of the formation of our intellect, we are, as we construct everything, we try to construct ourselves. The constructing ourselves is a destructive thing. Physically, externally, we have to do something, we have to construct everything. Psychologically, constructing something alone is the destructive thing. That is a wrong aspect. So psychologically, we have no work at all. So each and every enlightened masters, enlightened teachers or enlightened, somebody may be enlightened, but they may not know the capacity to express and deliver, communicate the enlightenment. But they themselves got enlightenment. But everybody got enlightenment only because of neglecting their own mind. When we give up your own mind, the mind will be liberated mind. So the liberated mind is a living thing. It is not it is not a created one. So that is why J.Krishnamurti also says there is no such thing as enlightenment. But technically speaking, we can say use the word enlightenment. Technically, we can use. So just an understanding. We can understand that we have no work. But in the scriptures, some two terminologies are there. If you are aware of that terminology, it may be useful. The one is manolaya, the another one is manonasa. What is manolaya and what is manonasa? For example, we taste many food. We taste sweet, we taste bitter one. Everything we taste through our tongue. So what is the quality of our tongue? Does the tongue will have any quality, any taste? For itself it has no taste. Whenever we put the sweet, the tongue becomes sweet. Whenever we put the bitter one to the tongue itself becomes bitter one. By changing the role of bitter one, changing the role of sweet one, the tongue shows the sweetness and bitter one. So in this way, the manolaya is also happening. For example, you are walking along the road, your friend is coming in front of you. You have to recognize the person as your friend. How you are recognizing the friend as friend? You look at him, his image enters into you, and with the help of your mind alone, you understand, you realize that he is your friend. What is happening here is that for the time being, for a fraction of a second, your mind takes the role of the friend. But afterwards you look at a tree and you understand this is a tree. It is also your mind takes the role of the tree. Your mind becomes the tree itself for a moment. Your mind becomes your friend for a moment. Thereby you understand that is your friend. By your mind becoming the tree alone, you understand that it is a tree. So this is known as manolaya. Manolaya means taking a shape of the thing. So your mind takes the shape of the thing that you have seen. So whenever you take the shape, thereby you are having the feeling of friend or tree, having the understanding of friend or tree. So afterwards, you have to free from that. Then only you can have the new image, new manolaya or new formation. For that, you have to free from everything. For example, you are looking in front, you are standing in front of the mirror reflects your image. If you go away from the mirror, the image also will go away from that. So in this way, whenever you look at your friend, the image will reflect upon you, your mind will take the shape of the friend. If you turn other side and look at the tree, the old image will go away and the new image will come. So the formation of image is manolaya and the dissolution of the image is manonasa. If I free from the old image, the mind dissolves. So forming a shape and dissolving from the form, taking a shape is manolaya and dissolving from the shape is manonasa. So this is also happening each and every moment. The manolaya and manonasa is happening within our mind. So the original state of mind is that there is no shape. For the time being, it is taking shape. The next moment, it is free from the shape. So if you keep any shape within yourself, then you are stuck up with the manolaya. So for the time being, if you understand anything, you can make use of the manolaya. But the original state of our mind is manonasa, is the original state of mind. Just like our tongue should not retain any taste. The mirror should not keep any image. It must be free. So in this way, our mind must be free always, without any emotion, without any feeling, without any shape. So that is the originality of our mind. The originality of the original function, originality of the mind is known as the liberated mind. So it is always there. It is natural. We need not create it. It is already there. So all the masters, all the saints, one way or some way or other, they come to the realization that we have no work within ourselves. And if you understand there is no work within ourselves, we give total freedom to the functioning of our own mind. When the mind is functioning in a free manner, it is the liberated mind. And the liberated mind is the original mind, that is a natural mind. It is always there. Only because of our misunderstanding with anything, something, that I have to be this, I should not be that. In this way, we are struggling with our own mind. So if you do not struggling with our own mind, we allow the natural mind. So our mind is useful. Without the mind, we cannot do we cannot attend any of our duties. We can attend all of our duties with the help of our own mind. But psychologically, within ourselves, we have no duty. Our mind has no work. We have to find out, we have to realize that we have no work within ourselves. But externally, we have many work. Thousands of works are waiting for ourselves. We have to work. So, within my mind is known as enlightenment. And the natural functioning of our own mind is the liberated mind, that is the mukti or anything, that is the liberation. And all those things are recorded and it is uploaded in the YouTube. You can, once again, you can listen this for yourself and you can have some clarity within yourself. But anyhow, you have to work for yourself and find out. You have to work and find out, and that you have no work within yourself. The working is only for understanding, not to create anything for yourself. That means you have to dissolve yourself. Psychologically, you should not have anything. You have to dissolve everything. Moment by moment, you have to dissolve yourself. Even though dissolve, but for the external work, you will have some capacity of yourself. You can understand. The manolaya will help. You can understand. You can take the shape of anything. For the time being, you can work. But at the same time, you have to maintain the liberated mind for yourself. You should not keep the mind with a disturbed condition. You have to, in a liberated condition, it is the original state of itself. You not work for the liberation. Liberation is already there. So what is the role of mind? You have to find out. The role of mind is the important. If you understand with related to the enlightenment and liberation, you have no work. If you understand, you can enjoy the liberation itself for yourself. Once you understand, the understanding will not go away from yourself. It is always with you. Once you understand, once you liberated, once you enlightened, it is for all and it is forever. And you have to. So you have to understand intellectually. You have to understand intellectually, and you have to come to a conclusion that you have no work within yourself. And today, the first session is only for what is enlightenment and what is liberation. But tomorrow we will have another topic. So psychologically, we have to be free. But physically and externally, we have to do some work. But the external work will reflect upon ourselves. It will have unnecessary emotion, unnecessary things. So how we have to be compromised with the external world and the psychological world? What is internal and what is external? What is the relationship between the psychological world and what is the relationship between the physical world? That will take in the next session tomorrow. So if you want any clarification on this topic, you may clarify by asking some question. How many persons are in Tamil? Please raise your hands.
ஐயா, நீங்கள் சொன்னது வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அக்செப்டன்ஸ் தான் லிபரேஷன் சொல்கிறீங்களா? அக்செப்டன்ஸ், அக்செப்ட் எவ்ரி திங், அதுதான் லிபரேஷன் சொல்கிறீங்களா?
அதாவது அக்செப்டன்ஸுங்கிறது எல்லாமே கூட நீங்கள் மனசை வச்சு எதையும் அக்செப்ட் பண்ணுறதெல்லாம் கூட அது சரியாக வராது. இங்கே வந்து என்னன்னு சொன்னால், நீங்கள் அக்செப்ட் பண்ணுறதுல தூக்கி தூர போட்டுடுறது. உங்களுக்கு அங்கே ஒன்றுமே வேலை இல்லைன்னுட்டு கண்டுபிடிச்சிக்கிடுறது. வேலையே இல்லாத இடத்துல நீங்கள் வேலை இல்லைன்னே கண்டுபிடிச்சிக்கிடுறது. நீங்கள் அதாவது இப்போ நீங்கள் ஒரு குளிக்கிற இடத்துக்கு போகிறீங்க, குளிக்கிறதா இருந்தால் தான் அங்கே போகணும். குளிக்கிறதுக்கு வேலையே இல்லை, நீங்கள் ஏற்கனவே குளிச்சிட்டீங்க, அங்கே உங்களுக்கு என்ன வேலை இருக்குது? அந்த மாதிரி நீங்கள் உங்கள் ஒரு வேலையுமே இல்லைன்னு கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்டீங்கன்னா எல்லாமே ஹேப்பனிங் வில் பி தேர்.
எந்த இமோஷன் வரும்போதும் அந்த இமோஷன் அப்படியே அக்செப்ட் பண்ணுறது. இப்போ கோவம் வந்துருச்சு, சங்கடம் வந்துருச்சு,
அக்செப்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு இஃப் யூ அக்செப்ட் எனி எமோஷன், வாட் இஸ் த ரீசன் பிஹைண்ட் தட்? இஃப் யூ அக்செப்ட் திஸ், சம்திங் வில் ஹேப்பன். யூ எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் சம்திங். எதையோ எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ணாலே அங்கே இது கிடையாது. நீங்கள் வந்து எதுவுமே பண்ண தெரியல, உங்களுக்கு எதுவுமே பண்ண தேவை. எது வேணாலும் எப்படி வேணாலும் இருந்துட்டு போட்டுன்னு விட்டுறோம். எது வேணாலும் எப்படி வேணாலும் இருக்கட்டும்ங்கிற முடிவுக்கு வரணும் நீங்கள்.
இப்போ லிபரேஷன் அப்படி ஆக்சுவலி எப்படி சொல்கிறது அப்படின்னா,
லிபரேஷன் சொல்லி அங்கே ஒன்றுமே கிடையாது. மொமெண்ட் பை மொமெண்ட் வந்து எல்லாமே இருக்கும். ஒன்று ஒரு ஆறுன்னு சொல்லி சொன்னால் என்னது, ஒரு மொமெண்ட் பை மொமெண்ட் வந்து டிஃப்ரெண்ட் ஒரே தண்ணி இருக்கவே இருக்காது, எல்லாம் வித்தியாசமாக தான் இருக்காது. அதனால் பெர்மனெண்ட்டாக அங்கே ஒன்றுமே கிடையாது. ஆறுங்கிறது வந்து எவ்ரி திங் நியூ, எப்போ போகும்போது புத்தம் புதுசாக இருக்கும். அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கிறது தான் லிபரேஷன். அதே மாதிரி நம்ம எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் வந்து எப்போவுமே புத்தம் புதுசாக தான் இருக்குது. அப்படி புத்தம் புதுசாக இருக்கிறது தான் வந்து லிபரேஷன். அதில் தெர் இஸ் நோ பாஸ்ட், the always new, always here and now, that is alone is real.
When something will happen, always we have to do two things. One is suppression or expression.
What is
நம்ம ஏதாவது வந்துருச்சுன்னா நம்ம வந்து எக்ஸ்பிரஸ் பண்ணணும் இந்த இமோஷனுக்கு, இல்லைன்னா உள்ளுக்குள்ளே சப்ரஸ் பண்ணி வச்சுருவோம் இல்லைங்களா?
இல்லை, அதாவது இது வந்து நீங்கள் வெளியே பேசுகிறது வேறு, டாக்கிங் டு அதர் பர்சன், பிஹேவிங் இது, தட் இஸ் எக்ஸ்டர்னல். சைக்கலாஜிக்கலி emotion and thought and emotions are the psychological thing. Expression is external thing. I am not speaking about the expression. I am experience alone I am speaking.
Okay.
Anger, fear, happiness, everything is the experience. The experience, with related to experience, we have no work. We have to accept, we have to go along with that. So each and everything is a very momentary one. For example, this is a hard material. If you come after next 1 year back afterwards, you take if you look at the same chair will look the same way. It will not any change. We cannot find any change in the chair. Here I am as a body, you are having the body. Tomorrow we are meeting each other. We may not find any change. But each and every moment some change is going on within our body, some change is going on within the chair. But it is not easily visible. But comparing with the chair, the change is visible in the bodily, the change is more visible comparing with the chair. But in the mind level, it is in the lightning speed. Each and every second it is changing. So in this way, no emotion we cannot stay there. Each and every emotion comes and goes. Moment by moment new emotions come. There cannot be any old emotion. For each and fraction of second new emotion come. We cannot retain anything. So psychological we have no work. So if you find any work in the psychological world, that is disturbing the world. For example, there some river is going on, river is flowing. If you put your hand there, stop, if you are saying stop, or you go there, whether you are putting the stop if you enter if you put your hand within the water, the water will take a circle around your hand. So in this way, the liberated mind is just like a river.
Okay.
There is no entrance, there is no way to enter into the river. There is no, you need not put your hand there in the moving water, in the moving mind. So you need not catch hold of anything, you need not encourage anything. It will go away, moment by moment it is new. If it is necessary, it will come again and again. You need not invite anything, you need not destroy anything. It will go on, always destroyed, always renew, always come. If it is necessary, it comes again and again. So you need not invite anything.
Okay. நன்றி.
ஐயா வணக்கம் ஐயா. இப்போ மனசு அப்படிங்கிறது இயற்கையாகவே எல்லாமே கரெக்டாக தான் இருக்குது. நம்ம அதில் அந்த ஃபீலிங்கோ தாட்ஸையோ அப்படியே அக்செப்ட் பண்ணிக்கணும் அப்படிங்கிறது தாங்கய்யா.
ஆமாம், அதாவது என்னென்னா we should not find any reason to set right our mind.
அதாவது ஃபால்ட் ஃபைண்டிங் கிடையாது, எது இருந்தாலும் ஓகே தான்.
அதாவது ஓகேங்கிறதும் அர்த்தம் இல்லை. ஓகேனாலுமே கூட you are accepting that, you are not accepting that. We have no work. If you are accept, it is a work.
Yes, yes.
If you accept that,
we make some effort. Accept பண்றதே effort தான்.
If you are accepting something, you behind the accepting some reason may be there.
Yes,
if you accept that, some result will be there. So you expecting, so you should not accept that.
Yes.
So you have to understand the nature of the mind. You have to understand the own nature of your own mind. It is ever moment, it is ever.
Now I want some clarification. I accept everything. What is the process there, sir? In mind process, I accept everything. I am not accepting.
Accepting means what you are accepting?
Whatever may be the thoughts or thinking will come. I don't worry about it. I keep it as it is, because
so here there is no way of accepting. So accepting means you divide your own mind. One part of your mind is accepting the other part of the mind.
Yes,
there is no two parts. Only one part of your mind alone is there.
Oh yes.
So you have to understand there. We have no work there.
No work.
No work within your mind. If
no work means. I want further clarification. No work means we should not interfere our intellect.
You need not have any. You need not execute a mind. You need not establish a good state of mind within yourself. You have no duty to establish a good state of mind. So it is not your duty.
We never keep any designing about our mind.
You should not have any designing for your own mind. It must be natural. What
Yes.
is coming, it must be natural. You should not have any, but you have to understand. Your work is to understand. You are understanding that you have no work within yourself to,
Yes.
that you have not to design this kind of work. For example, some box is there.
Yes.
Here some box is there. Within the box I told you some 50 kilo seeds are there. You take the box and distribute all persons, and you come immediately. You come. Actually, the box is empty.
Yes.
I am telling you a lie.
Yes.
It is a 50 kilogram
Sweets are there. Yes,
but
yes.
actually it is a lie.
Yes.
There is no. It is empty box.
Yes.
But whenever you think that it is a 50 kilograms, that thereby as if it is a 50 kilo, you raise the
Yes.
parcel. The parcel will come speedily.
Faster.
But if I say it is an empty box, then you will not
putting
take
efforts
like
there.
this. You will
Yes.
simply with the two fingers.
Yes.
Then only you take the
Yes,
finger
yes.
like this. So here, whenever you try enter thinking that, so we have to take the 50 kilogram weight. Naturally, under the energy to take the 50 gram, 50
Yes.
kilo.
Yes. Yes.
So you are not creating the energy for yourself.
Yes.
You are not manually creating the energy for it is naturally created. So in
Yes.
this way, our mind automatically function.
Yes.
Whatever is needed, it creates the emotion for itself. You need not create happiness, you need not create sorrow, you need not create the tension. It comes naturally. You need
Yes,
not create
yes.
anything.
ஓ
It will, whenever the circumstances is like that, it will comes automatically.
ஓ
So you need not create anything.
அப்போ
So,
நம்ம வந்து அமைதியாக இருந்தாலே போதும் இல்லைங்களாங்க?
so you have to understand.
புரிஞ்சிக்கிட்டு அமைதியாக இருக்கும்.
You have to புரிஞ்சு அமைதியாக இருக்கணும்னே you need not be.
அது கூட ஒரு எஃபர்ட் ஆகிடுது.
If you want to be peaceful, it is also an effort.
எஸ் எஸ்
No effort is needed.
So,
Understanding alone is needed.
ஓ
You have to understand that you have no work.
அப்போ இன்ட்ராஸ்பெக்ஷன் கூட தேவையே இல்லை இல்லையா? மனசில் என்ன ஓடுதுன்னு கூட நம்ம கண்டுக்க வேண்டிய அவசியம் கிடையாது.
So that you have to understand.
புரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டு பேசாமல் வந்துடலாம். இன்ட்ராஸ்பெக்ட் தேவையில்லை, உள்ளே போய் பார்க்கறது தேவையில்லை.
For example, you are where from you are coming?
I am from Tiruvannamalai.
You are from Tiruvannamalai itself.
My native place Chidambaram.
Chidambaram.
Yes, yes.
So for example, you are want to go to Chidambaram. You go to the bus stop.
Yes.
There are coming, many buses are coming.
Yes,
but
yes.
no bus will go to Chidambaram.
Yes, yes.
Will you stop the bus?
No.
No work is for yourself.
Yes.
You need not. You have no work.
Yes.
So in this way, any emotion may come. You have no work.
Yes.
You need not correct anything. You need not allow any bus to go away. I don't want yours. You go away. It will go away on its own.
Yes.
So in this way, you need not allow any bus to go on its own way. So in this way, you need not allow any emotion to go away from you. It will go away automatically.
Oh.
Whenever it is a need for you, you can stop and you can make use of that.
Yes, yes.
So in this way, you have no work with related to emotion. If
Yes.
any emotion comes for our external work, you can make use of the external work. Make use of the emotion for the external work. For psychologically, you have no work.
Yes, yes.
So you have to find out you have no work.
We understand there is no work. That's all.
So you have to understand that this bus will not go to Chidambaram.
Yes, yes.
That alone you have to understand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then you will allow then automatically you will not do anything against the bus.
Yeah.
Then it will not go to Chidambaram, then you allow, naturally you will allow.
Yes, yes, yes.
You will not.
Only the Chidambaram bus will come, we will stop. That's
you
all.
need not give signal to the bus.
Yes, yes.
Then you,
Yes,
then you will not try to give signal.
Yes, yes. I understand, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Shri Bagavath. When you told your story, I was thinking about a spiritual seeker is doing an effort until the point that he exhausts his energy. It's like the image in my mind came like you're picking tools, like heavy tools, this heavy tool and another heavy tool and another one and another one. And there will be a limit to how many tools you can carry. And so in a certain point you just drop all these tools. It's too heavy and it's just, you have nothing, that's it. So I would like you to elaborate about exhaustion of energy, that somehow it seems like it is common to all the enlightened people. They exhaust their energy, their seeking process, until the point when they proceed anymore. They couldn't, that's it. And then the energy is exhausted. And it's just, they lay down. And then some revelation of things about the effortlessness. And in your teaching, you are talking about this effortlessness, that things are natural and there is no point to try to manipulate them. And even though seeing this true, this statement is true, I know it is true. I know when you talk about liberated mind, I understand that it is so. When you don't try to do anything, it's just there, because it's just flowing. But somehow there is energy or misconceptions or wrong knowledge or ignorance, I don't know how to call it, that is still trying to grasp, to do, to make something out of something, to keep, to anything to do. And it seems like this is unavoidable. Like the energy needs to exhaust itself. Like this needs to somehow to come to its natural end.
So here, if you want to do anything, only because of some result alone you will do something. So with what result you are doing something? With what result you are doing, following any rules and regulations? So if you expect anything, then you have to follow some rules and regulations. If you don't expect anything, then what is the need of doing anything, renouncing anything, accepting anything? There is no case of whether we are energy or loss of energy is not a case. So here we have to find out whether it is anything to attain. So when there is nothing to attain, what is the role of energy? What is the role of doing anything? So first of all, we have to clarify whether we have to attain anything. So psychologically, there is no place to attain something. Whenever we fix a place to attain something, then we have to do something. First of all, we have to understand there is nothing to attain. So that we have to find out. If you find out there is nothing to attain psychologically, then all work will stop. You need not worry about everything. Physically, we have to attain something, we have to accept something, we have to read, we have to get something. Physically, we have to do something, we have to get something. But psychologically, there is no destination. When there is no destination, what bus we will take?
Yeah, I can see what you're saying is true. If I don't need to attain anything, why should I seek anything? And I understand there is nothing to attain. It is all experience, and experience from some point of view, it doesn't matter what is the experience. The experience is just an experience. Doesn't matter if it's good or bad. But still, like the mechanism will be, some preference is there. There will be, in the mechanism will be a preference to have a good experience and to avoid a bad experience, whether it is psychological or physical. That will be the mechanism, the instinct. I understand that. But it seems like still it is kind of managing the show. It's still some energy is there trying to manage the show. Although I understand it's just an experience. Okay, if the experience is good or bad, doesn't matter. I understand it intellectually, but the mechanism is still operating.
So you understand that we have, there is no destination. Then what is the problem? When there is no destination, then what is the problem?
It's not a problem. I wouldn't define it as a problem, but I can define it as...
When there is a destination, you have to reach, you have some work. Then if you are unable to reach the problem, then it may be a problem. When there is no place to go, then why should we struggle to book a vehicle when there is no place to reach? So there is no work, there is not at all a work.
I feel there is still some misunderstanding there in me.
So you have to understand that there is no destination, that you have to understand. If you understand, the work will automatically stop. You need not try to stop. So if you do not, if you are doing any work towards that, that means you yourself promote some target, some place of achievement. Then only you created some work.
Yeah, I can see that there is some misunderstanding there. Maybe I can understand it intellectually, what you're saying, that what is there to gain? Nothing to gain, and still there is the feeling that there is something that still hasn't been achieved. Maybe the idea of some, I mean, I wouldn't, not like you, I'm not looking for a bliss consciousness. But I can still try to achieve some peaceful, like dealing with life, because life is the test, isn't it? Like the situation in life can provoke inner struggles or discomfort, fear, anything. As you said, we have to be enlightened in this life. Otherwise, it's just frustration.
என்ன கேட்குறாங்க அவங்க என்ன கேட்குறாங்க
அவங்களுக்கு வந்து இன்டலெக்சுவலாக புரியுது டெஸ்டினேஷன் அடைய தேவையில்லைன்ட்டு, இருந்தாலும் அன்கான்ஷியஸாக அதை தான் திருப்பி அதை நோக்கி தான் போயிட்டுருக்கு மைண்டு அப்படின்ற மாதிரி சொல்கிறாங்க.
ஆமாம், அதான் ஏற்கனவே சொன்னாங்க. ஆல்ரெடி ஆன்சர்ட் த சேம் திங், சேம் ஆன்சர். யூ ரைஸ் த சேம் கொஸ்டின், ஐ டோல்ட் த சேம் ஆன்சர். Enlighten ஆகலனா மைண்ட் ஃப்ரஸ்ட்ரேஷன்லயே தான் இருக்கும்னு சொல்றாங்க. She is saying that if you are not getting enlightened, the mind will always be frustrated.
Enlightenment ஆவாட்டினா ஃப்ளக்சுவேஷன்லயே இருக்கும். Can you repeat it? Enlightenment ஆவாட்டினா மைண்ட் ஃப்ளக்சுவேஷன்லயே இருக்கும்.
சரி இருந்துரும், அது இருக்கு, அதான் இருக்குன்னு நம்ம சொல்றோம். என்லைட்டன் ஆகலன்னா ஃப்ரஸ்ட்ரேஷன் இருக்கத்தான் செய்யும், எல்லா பிரச்சனையும் வரத்தான் செய்யும். So when there is no enlightenment, but even after enlightenment, anything may come. Even the unnecessary thing may also come. But you don't mind that. Whether you mind it or not is the question. So if you have the target, this should not come, then you are mind it. Anything may come, you don't mind. So you disregard everything. Whenever you expect a other thing, when you don't when you are not selecting anything, you don't have any idea with anything. Everything is coming. It is life. The life is such a way. Anything may come. But if you are particular of selecting something, then we are struggling with something. Otherwise, you don't have any struggle. When you do not have any struggle with anything, everything in a flowing state. Don't expect a flowing state. Flowing state, but whenever I am using the word flowing, you expect a flowing state. The flowing state is not a state at all. So everything is new, moment by moment new. There is no old. That you are saying that it is a flowing.
நம்ம வந்து கனவு காண்றோம்ல, அதுக்கும் நம்ம என்லைன்மெண்ட் ஆனதுக்கப்புறம் இந்த நிஜ வாழ்க்கையில் இப்போ வாழ்ந்துருக்குறோம், இதுக்கும் கொஞ்சம் கம்பேர் பண்ணுங்களேன். கனவு காண்றோம், நம்ம அதில் ஒன்றுமே நான்றதே கிடையாது இல்லைங்களா, அது பின்னாடியே தான் ஓடிக்கிட்டு இருக்கிறோம். அதுவும் என்லைன்மெண்ட் ஆனதுக்கு அப்புறம் இங்கே உள்ள ஸ்டேட்டஸுக்கும் ரெண்டுக்கும் ஏதாச்சும் கனெக்ஷன் இருக்காங்க? இப்போ என்லைன்மெண்ட்டாக ஆகிட்டேன், நீங்கள் ஆகிட்டீங்க.
So what is the difference between the
ட்ரீமிங்
dream and the day-to-day life?
திஸ் வேர்ல்டு,
In the dream,
ட்ரீம் வேர்ல்டுக்கும் இந்த விழிப்புணர்வோட வாழக்கூடிய வாழ்க்கைக்கும் என்லைன்மெண்ட்டில் கனெக்ட் பண்ணி சொல்லுவோம்.
but in the dream, are you struggle within yourself?
விச் ட்ரீம்?
Try to set right your mind. Try to set right your mind. You may try to set right the situation. In the dream,
this world.
In the dream itself, you will try to set right the situation.
Yes.
You will not try to set right yourself.
Yes, yes. Oh.
There is no gap between you and the world. There is no gap between the you and the world.
தமிழ்ல சொல்லுங்க. கனவு உலகத்தில்
நீங்கள் கனவுல இருக்கும் பொழுது, நீங்கள் கனவுல இருக்கும் பொழுது ஒரு வருத்தம் வருதுன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க, ஒரு 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 பிரச்சனையான சூழ்நிலை இருக்குது. அந்த பிரச்சனையான சூழ்நிலையை வந்து மாற்றணும்னு நினைப்பீங்களோ ஒழிய அந்த வருத்தத்தை மாற்றணும்னு நினைப்பீங்களா? அங்கே வந்து செயல் மட்டும்தான் இருந்துகிட்டு இருக்கும்.
ஆமாம்.
மனம் வேற, மன இயக்கம் வேற, செயல் வேறங்கிறதே இருக்காது.
ஆமாம்.
ரெண்டும் ஒன்றா தான். அங்கே ஒரு செயல் மட்டும்தான் நடந்துகிட்டு இருக்கும்.
ஆமாம் ஆமாம்.
எல்லாமே மனசுக்குள்ளே ஓடிக்கிட்டு இருக்கும். பட் இருந்தாலும் அங்கே செயல் மட்டும்தான் இருக்கிற மாதிரி தான் தெரியும்.
ஆமாம்.
ரெண்டு ரோல்ங்கிறது இருக்காது. இப்போ இங்கே வேர்ல்டு லைஃப்பை பொறுத்த அளவில் நம்ம வந்து நாம் வேற செயல் வேறன்னு பிரித்து வச்சுருக்கிறோம்.
ரெண்டா.
ஆமாம். அதனால் நாம் நல்லா இருக்கணும், நாம் மகிழ்ச்சியாக இருக்கணும், அமைதியாக இருக்கணும்னுட்டு எதிர்பார்த்துட்டே இருக்கிறோம். செயல் சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கணும், நம்ம சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருந்தால் மகிழ்ச்சியாக இருப்பேன்னு சொல்லி அந்த மாதிரி எடுத்து.
அப்போ எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷன் இருக்குது விழிப்புணர்வில்.
இங்கே தான் வந்து நமக்கு போராட்டம்,
அந்த எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷன் வந்துடுது.
ஆமாம்.
எதிர்பார்ப்பு இருக்குது. அங்கே எதிர்பார்ப்பு இருந்தாலும் செயல்படுத்த முடியாது.
இப்போ அங்கேயுமே வந்து உங்கள் மைண்டு வந்து பெர்ஃபெக்டாக இருக்குன்ட்டு அர்த்தம் இல்லை. நீங்கள் கனவுலையுமே பெர்ஃபெக்டாக இருக்குன்னு அர்த்தம் இல்லை. உங்கள் மைண்டுக்கு தகுந்த மாதிரி ஃபங்க்ஷன் ஆகிட்டு இருக்கு. ஆனால் அங்கே வந்து இந்த போராட்டம் இருக்காது. நீங்கள் இந்த போராட்டம் அங்கே வந்தோன்னா நீங்கள் முடிச்சிருவீங்க, உடனே முடிச்சு.
ஆமாம். விழிப்புணர்வு
அங்கே வந்து நான் நல்லா இருக்கணும், மகிழ்ச்சி எனக்கு இருக்கணும், வருத்தமே வரக்கூடாதுன்னு நினச்சிட்டிங்கன்னா முழிப்பு வந்துடும். அங்கே அந்த மாதிரி வராது, ஸ்டாண்டு வராது.
அப்போ என்லைன்மெண்ட்னு சொல்லக்கூடிய நமக்கு நேச்சர் ஃப்ளோவிலே இருந்தாலும் இந்த உலகத்தில் கனவு நிலையில் தான் இருப்போம் ஐயா.
அதாவது இப்போ நீங்கள் வந்து கனவுனுடைய கண்டிஷன்லேயே நீங்கள்
அதை எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணிக்க
கனவுலேயும் இருங்கன்னு சொல்கிறோம். If you maintain the same state of my dream and you continue the same state in the way time also, you are in the correct state. For example, you have no experience of climbing a tree.
Yes.
You have no experience. But one circumstance, you have some necessity to climb a tree.
Yes.
And you are afraid of climbing a tree.
Yes.
And you are trembling and
yes,
you are afraid of climbing a tree. I may fall down and anything.
Yes,
but even though you fall down, there is no severe problem will not be there. But anyhow you are trembling. You are afraid of falling down.
Yes.
Branch will break down or slipping the grip. Thinking that you are climbing down, you are afraid with the fear of falling down, you are climbing the tree.
Yes.
One in a fine moment, you falling down from the tree by broken down a branch. You falling down from the tree.
Yes.
And you are coming down to the ground.
Yes.
What kind of emotion you will have? Do you have fear? But whenever you are climbing, you are not falling.
Yes.
You are only climbing along the tree. You are not falling, but you are afraid of falling.
Yes.
But whenever you are falling, do you have fear of falling?
No.
There is no fear.
No fear.
Whenever you are falling, there will not be any fear.
No fear. Yes.
So only action alone will be there.
Yes.
Your mind, there will be no separation for your mind and action.
Yes. Yes.
It both club together. So then action alone will be there.
Oh.
So in this way, the dream is a kind of action.
Yes.
There is no self-condition.
Yes. Yes.
So in this way, if you are liberated, the entire world will be just like a dream.
Yes.
That means there is no self-condition within yourself. I must be like this, I should not be like that. You have to accept yourself as it is. You have to accept yourself.
Yes.
You are part and parcel of the situation.
Yes. Yes.
You are not try to separate yourself from the situation.
Yes. Yes.
But an ordinary person will try to separate himself from the situation. I must be happy, always. I should not be worried.
They are designing themselves.
So you join with the situation.
Yes.
Whether you are happy or unhappy, it doesn't matter. You join with the situation. You are one with the situation.
Oh.
You don't separate yourself.
Hmm.
You one with the situation.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes. Okay. Sir.
செவன் டேஸ்க்கு இது இதே மாதிரி செஷன் இருக்கும் நான் அனௌன்ஸ் பண்ணிட்டேன் 7 டேஸ்க்கும் இதே மாதிரி செஷன் இருக்கும் மார்னிங்
You are having the same session for 7 days. The morning is for enlightenment day, but in the evening we are having meditation classes. But meditation is not important for the enlightenment. But anyhow, meditation is for another purpose. It will serve for another reason, for another purpose. You can get meditation also. The first day, today meditation is the meditation. By kind of meditation alone, I got the bliss consciousness. The bliss consciousness forever. You can get, but for the time, you need not be always bliss consciousness. For the time being, you can introduce yourself to the bliss consciousness and get away from the bliss consciousness. You need not keep forever. But at the same time, you can learn what is the bliss consciousness and how to get it. That in the evening, 4 to 6 we can have. Every day evening session is for meditation and morning session is for enlightenment. So thank you all. We will meet tomorrow.
இல்லை ஆச்சுதான்